Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as now we have the full squad in here today. We got myself, JD Wonder, alongside Nick Hendricks and
Nick.
Love. How are we feeling today after this weekend?
It was a good weekend. I
Mhm.
got to actually go back home, hang out with some family this weekend. I started editing last week's episode, and the entire time, all of Mikey's little ad-libs from last week.
So
funny.
you come to Omaha and you don't say hi.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I was not even in Omaha,
Nope,
boys.
I don't want to hear it. You said you
Nope.
came home. You said you came
I
home.
did come
Your
home.
home is Omaha. So
It is
therefore,
Omaha, but
either
I
one,
And you
you're
did
lying,
send me
or
a
two,
snap
you're being an a-hole.
110%
So
with the Omaha filter on it, so I'm calling mad
the
cap
truth
on
I
that.
is
stayed
coming
for.
out.
I literally left Saturday morning. We went out to the farm, and that was it.
Mad
Mhm,
disrespectful.
mhm,
Mad
mhm.
disrespect. No, what you mean,
Mhm.
boys?
We
Just
talking
as it
about
sounds.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Iona
gosh.
still does not have a win on the season.
Yeah, baby.
Well, what's their record now?
0-23.
They are 0-23. They
and
lost
bad.
to Stony Brook. They lost 10-0. Then they lost all three to Monmouth, 3-9, 5-6, and 4-6. So they were right there. They were almost there.
Do they have anybody who's like at least good on the team that they're doing? Like I'm looking at it right now. Who they got next? They've got
Farley
They got Fairleigh Dickinson, and then they got Kinesis coming up this week. Oh, and then you know who they got on their good old schedule? Who is in their
St.
conference?
Peter's.
St. Peter's, baby.
The Clutch
Making a
Guys
legendary
March
run.
Madness.
And oh my gosh. Dude, wouldn't that be so funny if they made the regional? St. Peter's just comes in and decides, you know what, we're going to start swinging it out.
Just be absolutely bizarre in all their sports from going forward.
Mm-hmm. Let's check and see what St. Peter's baseball record is.
Right,
We're looking
it
that
up.
would be for you.
Oh, and bad.
They're bad.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, that has been confirmed. They're a good old 4-20.
Hey, they got more wins than Iona, so
They have more wins than Iona.
I have
They're
more wins than
4-20.
Iona.
1-5 in conference play. They're on a one-game losing streak right now. They're 3-17 on the damn road. Whoa, boys.
Yes, sir.
Let's see who they got. Siena. They played Siena this weekend. Who the heck is even Siena? What is this mascot?
A whale wolf.
Oh my gosh!
A whale?
It's a Saint Bernard.
What was that? Baby talk?
It's a Saint Bernard, I think.
It's a whale wolf.
This entire conference is so bad. Siena is 6-19.
Damn, why you gotta do them like that?
He just
I'm
said
sorry, dude.
Wow.
execute everybody in this conference.
You get a jab. You get a jab.
This is the MAC conference, the MAC or the MAAC.
The Metro Atlantic. Oh my God, words are hard. Metro
Figure it out here,
Atlantic Athletic Conference.
Okay, so the Jaspers, I don't even know where this team is from. Manhattan Jaspers, they're 12-12. So we got a 500 team in this conference.
There you go.
Have you ever seen the school named Marist? They're 13-10.
Ooh, there
Wow.
we go. Oh, hold on. I know a team that'll be decent in this conference.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, Quinnipiac.
Say it. Nope.
Give me
Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac.
Try again.
Come on, give me the record. Nope, they're 6-16. Gosh dang it.
You
is
are
so-
bad.
that was wrong.
You are bad.
I was wrong. Come on, Delaware's got it. Delaware's in this conference. They got to give me something.
Wait a minute.
They beat Notre Dame earlier. There we go. We got a 15-10. We got an above
There
500
we go.
team in that
a
conference.
hot
Let's go.
second.
What do you
Hi.
mean a hot second?
I don't know.
All right. Well, starting it off strong with a little bit of what is it? The Mayak? I don't even know how you would
Come on,
pronounce
you
it.
could do it.
I don't even know. Oh, wait, that's not even that's not even in their conference. What the heck?
Please figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, hold on here. So yeah,
Hold on.
We try to run something professionally, please.
No.
I'm trying to. Fairfield.
What you
Okay,
think
so
this is?
Delaware was not in that conference. But Fairfield, let's see what they got here on the baseball team. We're just bouncing all around the board before we get the scores.
Dr.
13-12. There you go. We got a winning team in that conference now. So it's gonna be a long year for that conference. We'll see who comes out for a regional bid there. Would they even get one? They would have to win to get a regional bid, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we'll see how that goes. But
Anyways, moving on to
what other
games for
games we
this
got?
weekend. For the ones that I caught were just there was just so much bizarre stuff that happened.
Woo!
It wasn't like score wise. Obviously, there were some games that got out of hand, like Texas Tech and Kansas on Saturday, 28-2. But other than that, there was just a lot of just bizarre digging deep into the rules kind of stuff that happened. And just bizarre thing that happened. The first one, Mikey, I believe you sent this in the chat. West Virginia scoring 2 runs on a pass ball against TCU. You want to talk about that a little bit?
That was pretty crazy.
Mm.
So let's just so one of you guys just describe it.
About
Just describe what happened for those of you that didn't
talk about it.
Exactly.
Is that what you wanted?
I mean, this is a podcast, so I do want you to talk about something.
I didn't get that. I did not know that question was directed to me.
I said, Mike.
Yeah, so this is what happened.
You said this in the chat.
The pitcher had the baseball and threw it, but thought he was bowling, so it went past the catcher. Just kidding. No, what happened?
The catcher.
He picked his leg up.
He tried to tag, didn't he?
Yeah. So the pitcher threw because the runner was stealing home from third, and the pitcher pulled up. Oh shit! Can't let this be like Texas, and threw it. But the catcher, he ate some popcorn before the game, and it snuck out. The little minion kicked it out. And so then the dude on second came around and scored in ninth with 2 outs. Yeah, pretty sick.
And 2 outs and 2 strikes nonetheless. Yeah, and that took the lead, and that won them the game on Friday, 3-2. Mm-hmm. How did the rest of that series go? Let's take a look here. I got Saturday's game.
They took the series from TCU.
Yeah, TCU won 5-4 yesterday, and then today, what was the final on that one?
They lost
5-2. So, yeah, West Virginia takes a series against number 12 in the country, and then you got the good old. I know. Well, I'm just confirming here. We're bad on confirming. Virginia ends up winning the series after a loss on Friday against Georgia Tech. That's a big win for Virginia. They're still hammering the ball around. I'm gonna see. Let me pull up the good old college baseball hub.
Your Texas Badhorns dropped a game to Oklahoma.
Badhorns.
Texas has been kind of hitting a little bit of a fall.
There's a little, quite a few losses in the top 10 this weekend.
Hey, but Tennessee still holding that number 1 spot and put up a clean sweep against Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Tennessee.
So they're proving that they deserve to be number 1. They're going to be dangerous. They are already dangerous, and they're going to continue to be that way.
Did you hear the conference between the coach and the announcers who were doing an interview with him?
I did. I don't remember hearing the full conference, but I saw that he was he targeting the rule where they check the bat illegally?
So Jordan Beck was called out for an illegal bat, and the coach was like, he shouldn't even be at the University of Tennessee. His transcripts are formed. He's not even of legal age. His real name's Mike Honcho. It is great.
That's hilarious. Well, the next inning, he comes up in the second inning after getting called out on the first, and then comes back up and just hits an absolute Titanic blast and says basically "F you" to the entire SEC umpiring crew.
Well, that's just bizarre. They should have checked it before the game.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Because it was about a sticker, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't have the proper sticker. Because you're supposed to have it checked before the game, and then they put a sticker on all of them to make sure that they're all cleared. But that one was apparently the one that didn't have a sticker on it. So.
Yeah, here I'm trying to look it up right now.
Look faster.
I'm getting there. I'm on. Okay, so during the top of the first, and this is off of Fan Nation, so hopefully this is the quote from that. So during the top of the first Friday night's game between number 1 Tennessee and number 5 Vanderbilt, Jordan Beck appeared to hit a 2-out solo shot in the first of the game. He was quickly called off as umpires inspected the bat in question. Ultimately, the umpires declared the bat was unusable, removing the ball's early lead. The head coach was furious, while ESPN2 broadcasters openly questioned it. But the bat had no NCAA approved sticker, like Josh was saying, which I don't even know what that sticker, it would have the sticker on it, because I know we did stickers back when I was still in college. I don't know if you guys had to put stickers on yours, because that rule came last year, didn't it?
Mm.
We operate on
something along
different
that
rule
line?
set. We get $5.
Oh my Lord! But
Accurate.
yeah, that was crazy. And then, how did Tennessee finish out that series? I did not.
Tennessee
I
clean
did not
swept
get a
them.
walk.
Them.
Tennessee got a full sweep this weekend. Heck
clean
Yeah,
yeah!
sweep.
I think Vandy falls out. At least
the
not
top
out
10?
of top 25, but definitely out of top 10.
Well, their new logo
Sure.
not proven very good for them since they had their new logo come out. They've been a little bit on the struggle side. They lost a
and
series
bad?
to South Carolina. So far in the South Carolina series, they dropped 2. They won against Lipscomb, and then they dropped their series on Tennessee. So Vanderbilt's hitting a little bit of a cold patch at the moment.
Which is fine. I mean, you think about it, they always do well in the SEC tournament, and
Oh yeah. Well, their pitching staff just has not been as dominant as you would still think right now. Because I mean, they've been giving up a ton of runs.
yeah.
Back-to-back games on South Carolina last weekend on the 25th and 26th of March. 8 runs in both games. Then they gave up 6 runs to Tennessee, 5 and 5. So
4 and
far,
5 in the conference.
Yeah, they're not. They're a little shaky. They're still 20 and 7 on the year. But like you said, Mike, Corbin's going to have them ready to go SEC tournament play. I'm not worried.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo, bango, bongo. But Tennessee is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, they've got the pitching staff to deal with. They've got a guy throwing 104 straight off the mound. They got Jordan Beck absolutely swinging it lights out right now. So that offense is crushing, to say the least.
Statement.
Looking around also in SEC play, in the Georgia game, there was a ball hit up the middle and it hit an umpire. And I believe there was a guy at second and he went around to score, but they ruled it a dead ball and they brought the runner back.
That's what it's supposed to do.
I was going to say,
always
yeah.
But that's just like a
bit.
bizarre coincidence that happens.
It doesn't happen
It's just-
often, but
That's what I'm saying.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Just in a weekend of games where that happened, and then there was
The Florida thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was even that? I saw something about it. I had no idea how. Is he technically legally obligated? Like, can he legally call him out on that?
I mean, he must be able to if he did it. I think there's a pace of play rule that was put into effect here recently, and that's something that I think the umpire can just kind of do at his own discretion. Because you could see him, the umpire was like, keep a foot in the box, and the Florida guy was like, he basically was like, no, or like, I have one in the box. And so then as soon as he stepped in, he was like, pew!
He was looking down to get signs is what I thought.
No, he stepped out and just kind of swung.
Well, because he didn't agree with the pitch. Like, because I'm pretty sure it was called a strike, and the dude didn't agree with it. So he stepped out to recollect himself, like as you should be able to. And the umpire was just being a little biatch.
Yeah, so the situation that we're talking about, for those of you that didn't catch that game, basically, like we kind of talked about, there was a called strike, and so he stepped out of the box, and apparently you're supposed to have a rule where you have at least 1 foot still in the box, and he had stepped completely out, and there seemed to be a little bit of exchange of words, whatever, and then the umpire went back in and then called a strike on him for stepping out, and that was strike 3, and so he called him out.
Kevin O'Sullivan was mad.
Oh yeah, I would be too. It's ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous rule. This is the same as this happened this weekend. So, a guy, there was 2 different times. A guy got hit, and they called it a strike because he didn't make an attempt to move out of the way. And then there was one where the guy got hit, and he like jumped up in the air to like let it hit him because the guy had like slipped on the mound or something, and he got hit. And then they called it that was fine and let him get first.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
That's really weird. My thing about the making an attempt to move out is like, if it's coming right at you and I'm not going to turn, I'm just going to wear it. Like, why do I have to move? But if it's even still going to be on the inside of the strike, I'm going to take the same way I am. And if it's going to hit me, then it hits my arm. It hits my hands. Yeah. It's not going to be a strike anyways.
Yeah, they're rewarding the pitcher for making a bad pitch.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how can you do that? Because even if you'll have guys that will literally turn all the way into it, lower their shoulder, and get hit at the front of the box, and then you have the guys that are actually taking a pitch like Juan Soto with his little friggin' crawl that he does. But you get guys that actually are taking the pitch and get hit, and they get misconduct for it. That's
It's called the Shoto Shuffle.
I'm sorry.
Put some respect on that.
I think you just got to not get rid of it entirely, but like if they lean over the plate.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
I mean, like there was a
Different.
time. It was way back when like Coastal Carolina was in the College World Series. There's a guy who like you could clearly see like he stuck his elbow out and it hit him, and then he pulled his elbow in, and it was like, and the umpire did a good job. He's like, no, that's a strike.
I remember seeing
Your
that.
elbow
Yeah.
was over the plate, my guy. So. The only other bizarre play that I saw from the weekend, and you guys can talk about more bizarre plays, but the last one that I had was in the Texas Tech and Kansas game. And I was watching this one live. Even the announcers had no idea what was going on. So, guy hits
When
it
did we ever?
dead center. And what it looked
You
like
texted
right
us
away.
about this, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like right away the guy jumped up and caught it. Like it looked like he like jumped and made a spectacular catch. And he played it off very well. Like came back in, picked up his head off the ground, was smiling. Like it just looked like it took him like a long time to, take it out of his glove. And then the announcers were talking about, oh, this guy's a great athlete, blah, blah, blah. And then he just resets back in his position. Doesn't have the ball.
That's
What?
that's kind of foul, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I agree with that completely. But the reason that this is bizarre is because they called it that he was out because the runner or the hitter went back to the dugout after rounding first because he thought he caught it. So
That's
they
the
called
biggest
it a
deke in history.
They called it a single and then called him out advancing to second, so it was one out.
And it was a straight bomb, wasn't it?
It was a dead center bomb. Like it was a beast of a shot.
See, I'm trying to look on YouTube for the highlights of this game, and I can't find it yet.
Yeah,
Because this was on Friday, wasn't it?
Saturday. I gave
Saturday?
It was just, I don't know how that happened, and especially if because the umpire hadn't signaled anything yet. So if the
Yeah.
umpire signals like out, then it's like then you can't penalize the kid. But I don't think there was a call made yet, and that's why the kid was then out because he was ruled out of the field of play or whatever.
Well, then you got to make a call. The umpire's got to make a call on that.
I know.
If you can call it right away, because you'll still ask people to show them the ball. So the Texas Tech outfielder should have had to show the umpire the ball that he had it, and if he didn't have it, then it was a home run, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you as the umpire, this weekend it seems like the umpires have just been a little bit on the struggle side. Well, Angel Hernandez tossed out a guy in spring training as well. Yeah, that Voldemort baseball.
I thought he was done.
Oh, I thought he was too.
Joe West is one that retired.
Yeah, Joe West
God.
retired, but no, Hernandez called out Cabrera for the Mets. He took a strike and he just he wanted to call time. Didn't really like what he was seeing. The pitcher hadn't even moved yet. And I forget who they were playing, but Cabrera steps out of the box. But as that's happening, the pitch gets delivered. Hernandez calls it a strike. And then he gets back in the box, hits a single, does a little bat flip back towards Hernandez, says two words, and Hernandez, everybody knows, quick chain, he gone, see ya.
Mm-hmm.
And
so soft.
He is the softest.
Demote him.
Oh,
Put him in college baseball.
Demoted.
No. I wouldn't even put him in high school baseball. That's the worst hell to wish on
Yes.
anybody in this sport. Having Angel Hernandez up a game, good Lord. Well, I was going to say,
Get LASIK.
Yeah, no kidding. Ole Miss looked like they started beating up on Kentucky this weekend.
Dallas Baptist lost the series to Wofford, which is ironic because their mascot's a dog.
The Wofford Terriers.
It's Wofford. I like Wofford.
Wofford?
better.
I like
Wofford.
A dog does a woof woof, so yeah.
Well, Wofford they've been in the regional. They're 20-9 on the year so far. They had the series against Dallas Baptist. They took it 2-1. They beat Gardner Webb last week. They swept them. Belmont, they split a series. They look to have a pretty good offense, kind of sitting on their heels right now. Their next conference tournament will be against University of North Carolina Greensboro, and that will be Friday and Saturday, Sunday, April 8, 9, and 10. And then they got East Tennessee as well. But Ole Miss played Kentucky this week. I want to see if I can get to the good old stat line on here. Where good Lord, I can't do I can't monitor anything today. Yeah, 19-8 so far on the season is the good old Running Rebels. They dropped their game 2 9-2 on Saturday. They won 2-1 on Friday, and then they won 10-1 this afternoon. And Ole Miss' biggest stumble so far was against Tennessee. Tennessee swept them and last weekend, but Tennessee is they're going to be a force to be reckoned with once that SEC tournament comes along.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. I think we're just moving all over the goddamn place.
We're going to be bouncing around today.
Oregon got swept by UCLA this weekend.
I did see
Oregon
that.
did?
Yeah. Which they're top 25, so and UCLA is no joke of a team either.
Mhm.
But
UCLA is never a pushover.
you just kind of expect them being Oregon to be a little bit more. I mean, the games were very competitive. There's one-run games each game, but
When Oregon's sniffing the top 25, they're 21, so still as the top 25 wraps out after this weekend before the official rankings come out tomorrow morning. Tennessee, number 1. Arkansas is still at 2. Oregon State rounds back up at number 3. Virginia, 4. Florida State, 5. Oklahoma State, 6. Texas Tech and Texas round out 7 and 8. Red Raiders at 7. Vanderbilt is sitting at 9. Ole Miss at 10. Louisville sits at 11. TCU, 12. LSU 13, Florida 14, Arizona 15, Notre Dame 16, Miami 17, North Carolina 18, Dallas Baptist, they had that loss like Mikey said. They're sitting at 19. They might drop out after they just hop back in. Texas State still sitting at 20. We'll have to check in to see how their games went this weekend. Oregon gets that winning series over UCLA. They're at 21. Georgia Tech 22. They'll drop out after losing this weekend. Georgia at 23, Gonzaga, the Dogs, at 24, and then UConn at 25 to round out your top 25 before, like we said, tomorrow's rankings come out.
So just real quick, Oregon State dropped the series to Stanford. Louisville
I just saw
dropped
that
the
too.
series to Pittsburgh.
So the rankings will shake up here a little bit.
They should.
Definitely should.
Georgia swept Florida.
There you go. Georgia Bulldogs keeping their work
I
going.
think Florida State lost the series this weekend.
I think they did as well.
They got swept by Notre Dame.
They got fully swept by Notre Dame this
Mhm.
weekend. Boy, the Irish want to
The big
still kick it in green.
They're
up
still
in
getting
the
in there.
top 10. What Arkansas do this weekend?
I was going to say, how did Creighton had Citadel this weekend, but I was watching a little bit of the game. They had a guy hit 2 home runs Saturday against Citadel while we were watching the game a little bit. Let's go see the Creighton Blue Jays. Take a look through the Omaha scores. Creighton's 15-7 on the year.
Yeah, they're not bad.
15-7. They got a full 3-game sweep over Citadel. Won on Friday 11-2. They won Saturday at 5-3, and then they won 8-3 this afternoon. So they got K-State coming up, and that's going to be in Manhattan, Kansas. And then at good old Charles Schwab, the home of the CWS now. I hate saying that. That just sounds so bad.
I don't think it's undergone a name
TD
change
Ameritrade.
technically, but
No, TD Ameritrade still. But no, it says on Creighton's site, Charles Schwab Field in Omaha. They got Georgetown, the Hoyas coming up. Georgetown actually had a really cool game this weekend against Villanova. They were at Regency Furniture Stadium in Southern Maryland, home of the Blue
field?
Crabs. What? No, there is not.
On the field? Oh, that's
No,
That'd be a
but
good
one of my former BB alumni, I was supposed to go up when COVID hit to do some broadcast and stuff. Yeah, that was a little weird flex. But he works with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and they had a full 3-game series there. Georgetown took that series in Southern Maryland, 9-6, game 1 on Friday, 3-2 on Saturday, and then Villanova ended up getting 1 from them this morning, 5-3. And then Georgetown's got Creighton coming up this weekend.
Speaking of
Nebraska.
BV, I saw you guys have some baby blues.
We do got some baby blues now.
That's kind of weird.
Of course, the year after my class leaves, we were pushing for our coach to get him, and he's like, "No, we can't get baby blues." Well, here they go. They got baby blues this last weekend. I kind of don't know. I like them, but they could be a little bit cooler. But BB also had a cool historic moment. Former Omaha guy from Millard West, Dalton Glenn.
Hendricks? Oh.
No. Dalton Glenn threw the first perfect game on record in BV history.
Awesome.
So he got that earlier this weekend. And then they had a series against the number 16 team in the country, the Loris Dewhawks for D3. And they ended up they took 1 game out of them this weekend, and then they lost the 3-game series. It was a 1-0 game on Friday. Let me see if I can pull this up. It was 1-0 on Friday. They ended up taking the second game. of the series on Saturday. I think they played a doubleheader on Saturday. Let me take a look here. Yeah, they had 1-0 loss on Friday, and then the first game on Saturday they had 7-4 win, and then they lost 14-9. They've got Simpson coming up in Indianola, Iowa this weekend, and I think I'll be going up there to see how that game goes.
I see where your
But-
priorities lie.
I'm sorry, I'm still watching college baseball. I'm still watching on the weekends.
Oh,
I
it's
got
not that. You won't come
What?
see us.
oh my,
Exactly.
I don't want to hear it. Whatever.
Way
y'all
closer.
are just petty. Y'all come up
No.
here. I got an apartment. Y'all can come up here.
Absolutely not.
No.
Why?
Spend
It's
enough
2
time
to
in
1.
Iowa.
2 to
We had-
1.
We had 4
Omaha.
years in Iowa. You can.
I had 4
Exactly.
years in Iowa, and I have plenty more now.
Congrats. I don't care.
That's your
I'm not
fault.
going back
I
there.
don't know what
I
to tell
did.
you.
Nah, it is.
No offense to anybody that lives in Iowa, but Iowa's a shithole state. Thank you.
Okay,
Not
well,
my soapbox.
boys, I
Hot
think
takes.
Josh's team is coming back. Nebraska swept a series from Ohio State this weekend. 5-3 on Friday, Saturday 10-5, Sunday 17-5.
Mhm.
Big Red moving up. They got UNO coming up on Wednesday, and then they got Rutgers, and that's going to be at Haymarket Park coming up on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Let's see how good old UNO is doing. Oh,
They're not
Dude,
bad this season.
Mark Timmons is on front page of the baseball site.
Who?
Timmons from Central. You remember him? We played with him.
Nope.
Pitcher
Nope.
for UNO Mavericks. UNO
Good for him.
sitting at 11-14 on the year. They're 4-2
Hey.
in conference play, though. There you go.
Good old Summit League.
Yeah, they had Rutgers coming up this weekend. They
UNO or
won
UNL?
UNO. That was way early. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they played them earlier.
I was gonna
False
say, they got-
information. False
Sorry, I'm
advertising.
looking. Yep. So far, they, like I said, they're 4-2 in conference play. They beat St. Thomas. They took a 2-1 series over them, and then Oral Roberts this weekend in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Game 1 on Friday. Mavericks get a win, 1-0. Loss on Saturday, 6-1, and then they come out with a full shutout earlier this afternoon, 8-0. And then they got Nebraska coming up on Wednesday, and they've got Northern Colorado to keep up with Summit Conference play on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And they got Kansas, who came off a big series weekend. But Kansas is focused on more things right now within the next 24 hours. They got to win a national title in basketball.
Mm,
Mm,
it's true.
mm,
Yep.
mm.
But what else? What games we got coming up this week? We'll have to take a look. We named some of them off for our big non-conference guys, but coming up big this weekend, Vanderbilt has Auburn. Texas has game series at TCU. That's going to be in Austin, 8-12, as the rankings so far now stand. Louisville's got North Carolina. Tennessee has Missouri.
Florida State, Georgia Tech.
Florida State, Georgia Tech. That'll be a good one. Virginia, Miami. That might have to be a really good series to watch. Two of high-powered slugging offenses going head-to-head. Florida's got Arkansas. That's in Gainesville. Arizona's got Wazoo. USC has Oregon State on the weekend. Ole Miss got Alabama for top 25 matchups. Connecticut's got St. John's. So there are some big games coming up this weekend. Texas State, Georgia Southern. Oregon has Ball State. Is that a full 3-game series this weekend? I don't know why that would be a full 3-game series. Yep, it is. Oh, it's a 4-game series.
Oh, subtle
Oregon's
flush.
got game on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and then 1 on Sunday. Solid. The Ducks take on the Cardinals in Eugene, Oregon.
I don't think that was necessary.
Well, you know what? I made it necessary, Mike.
Whoa. I don't think
Ginger
that's
Ninja
how
looking
that
ass.
works.
Big
Whoa.
yikes.
Whoa.
Hostile.
What just
I'm
happened?
gonna need you to take a lap and cool off.
For all
Take a lap and
listeners,
cool off.
Take a
Nick's
lap.
just attacked me.
I'm here
I
for
have a
you.
fragile
I'm
ego.
your ally. You need to. Okay.
No, I have
good.
no allies.
Jake Goff hit another home run. Oppo Taco today, earlier.
Jake who?
Goff what was his name?
Geloff from
Geloff.
Virginia?
Yeah, Geloff.
Goff.
Why did I say
Please
Goff?
get it right one time.
I'm trying, dude. I'm apparently struggling a little bit.
You
today.
don't come for one weekend and you think you're all that, and then you just
He come back here and he's just attacking you. I feel like it's because you did his impression. On
false information.
Yeah,
Suck it,
I'm
Nick.
sitting there. I'm sitting there editing this at just sitting in a community common ground at DMAC, sitting here in Des Moines, and I was like, what the heck is Mikey doing? And all of a sudden you guys get to the end of the video and you guys are rattling off, and apparently I can put about 20 words in 5 seconds and not breathe. Something like that.
Facts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Listen
most
off teams.
definitely.
My
You
goodness.
just go
So after Nick
After an
attacking
intermission.
Mikey,
And then
no.
there was a brief intermission of Nick verbally assaulting Mikey
and then
for a
him getting
solid
upset.
hour, I think, was what happened
what?
there.
Whoa.
Something
on.
like that. What
I had to
would
defend
you say?
myself.
Hour and a half,
Gargle
Mikey? Maybe?
bargle,
No.
baby. Gargle bargle.
Anyways, we also have to talk about some midweek games.
Midweek games.
I'm gonna die.
So Georgia and Clemson. I mean, all right. Please don't while we're on air. Thanks. So
What an
Georgia and
ass.
Clemson are a good one.
Wait, did you hear me die?
No.
What?
Oh, okay, good.
Pay attention. We're talking about
I
midweek
muted
games.
myself as I was dying. Sorry.
North and South Carolina. That'll be a good one. Again,
That'll be a good
since
one.
it's midweeks, we'll have a lot of in-state kind of games and just right around the area. Baylor
old
and Dallas
Central
Baptist. Yeah.
Central Arkansas and Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. TCU, T. Arlington. Texas State and Texas A&M actually would be a good game. Texas A&M still hasn't broken the rankings yet.
Nope.
Actually bringing up just briefly one of their players from last weekend, Jack Moss, hit for the cycle. Just
I did see that, yeah,
subtle plug for him.
Cycle every weekend.
against Alabama.
Arizona State will be playing. Gonzaga will be playing Washington State.
Texas says UT Rio Grande Valley.
Florida State, Jacksonville.
Portland, Oregon
Old
State.
Miss and Southern Miss. Vanderbilt and Austin, PA.
Oklahoma State, Wichita State.
Yeah, Texas Tech, Grand
Oh,
Canyon.
Oh boy,
Louisville and
haven't
Kentucky.
we haven't talked about him yet. I'm surprised. Mikey's team,
Old Dominion.
Yeah, you know, they just come out and slap the dong around every week. So I mean,
They got
How
come they're not in the
Carolina
top
on
25,
Tuesday.
Mike?
Yeah, where's
because
the top
the
25?
NCAA is being racist. That's why.
That's not
Oh,
it, but
all
okay.
right.
Bro, what do you mean? They got a volunteer, a longhorn, a bunch of animals, right? And they don't let the lions in, bro? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Big cat
No.
guy, are we? Big cat.
Yeah, he's a big cat
Actually,
guy.
Absolutely not. Lions, though? They scare me.
Oh my God.
Pretty-
Lions, they scare me. They're
Yeah,
so
accurate.
Old Dominion 20-6 on the year, 5-4
Yeah,
in
baby.
Conference USA play. They got East Carolina on Tuesday, and then just to
Mm.
go out for the next weekend, they got University of Texas San Antonio. They got the Roadrunners coming up.
They got
This weekend.
Virginia.
Then you also on
Coming up.
Wednesday, you also have Virginia and Liberty. Liberty no
Ooh.
longer in the
Whatever
top
happened to
25, but
Liberty?
still a pretty competitive team. Miami,
They fell kind of
FIU,
hard.
and that should be it for ranked opponents. Florida State and Stetson,
Uh.
which shouldn't be a bad game.
Stetson's always a pretty good opponent.
And then on Thursday, Arkansas and Florida will start play.
There you go. Stony Brook has Manhattan in the American East. Middle Tennessee, Memphis, just to hit some other conferences that nobody really likes to talk about. Pittsburgh, Youngstown State, Quinnipiac, Boston College. These are all on Wednesday games. Missouri, Kansas in the Big 12, even though Missouri SEC. Princeton, Seton Hall. That's on Thursday or Wednesday as well. So yeah. And then Nebraska's got UNO coming up on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty easy going schedule. And then this weekend should be a bunch of good games with some big hosts, especially Big 12. That's the one thing I like about college baseball is the Big 12 kind of is king besides the SEC. And Big 12 goes nuts.
Okay, chill out, you Texas lover.
He's just all
No,
about
it's
Texas.
not even just
Okay.
it's not even just Texas.
We see your bias. It's all right.
Totally understandable.
He's biased as the
Hurts
committee
my
right now.
feelings, but
No.
first, you attack me. Now, biased opinion. This is supposed to be non-biased
It's okay.
It is non-biased.
podcast.
It's okay.
Well,
Okay.
you said Big
Okay.
12 is dominant.
They are dominant.
You're
Tell
a
me that
Texas
I'm wrong.
guy over here.
Nah.
I'm a big Old Dominion guy, and you don't see me talking about Conference USA every week.
What conference are they? Is that what conference they're in?
They're conference, yeah. was gonna say, yeah, but you every time we mention Old Dominion, they're swinging their thongs out everywhere.
Yeah, they are. But you don't see me going Conference USA is king.
Fight.
Also,
fight,
Mikey,
fight,
I would
fight,
like you to
fight,
do some
fight,
research on
fight.
your team here. They're not even called the Lions. They're called the Monarchs.
The what?
The Monarchs.
There's no butterfly, bro.
Oh my God.
Lion.
It's for royalty, dumbass.
Oh my God. This is the US of A. There is no royalty. Get out of here. They're even in the Conference USA, bro. Get out of here. Who comes up with this? I can't believe this. I'm done. I'm done.
Ginger Ninja out. Old Dominion.
Yeah, Old Dominion out. Chicken Nick.
All right, well,
That pretty much sums it up, boy.
it's been fun. It's
Pretty
been
much
real.
pisses me off
Yeah,
is
it's
what
been
it
fun.
does.
It's been
All
real.
right. Anyways, as you all know, you can find us on Twitter and TikTok at Homaha Pod. Give us a like and follow. We're trying to be more creative with the videos we upload on TikTok, so just keep your eye out for those. Obviously, since you are here already on our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe, and let your friends, coworkers, family know.
That
Say,
it's not a
even
sword, and that a monarch, I guess, is a lion. Let them know that.
Yeah, Monarch is a line. Also, if you guys are leaving comments for us, we've been kind of checking, but if you guys want to leave comments on games or key players you want to talk about performance-wise, or if you want us to dive into the awards too as the season kind of goes on and who's up for the Johnny Bench and Golden Spike for college baseball, let us know. We'll start talking about it. We'll get it on there.
Absolutely.
And we'll try to hit up some Facebook groups too as well. So if you guys got some groups that you want to hit the podcast with or anything like that, feel free to let us know in the good old comment section down
as
below.
well as sponsors. We're always
Catch us
open
on
to
the
sponsors.
hub,
Oh, yeah,
baby.
we'll
You
take
know.
some
Mike, we're not
sponsors,
on
too.
that platform yet. You
Not
need to
on what
stop plugging
platform?
that.
What did he say?
He says the hub every week.
No,
Every week.
I don't have
It will not be there.
I don't got a way to post to there.
That is for no place like Homaha after dark. Okay?
Yes.
That'll be.
Dude, that would be a fun.
That's not out
fun.
yet?
That'd be a fun
No.
split series to start
Don't be
off.
giving the listeners sneak peeks of what we're doing.
You did it first. You
just
forced my
mentioned
hand.
It. I
You
never
forced
said
my
no
hand.
place like Homaha after dark. You said it.
But you've been saying every
You-
week, find us on a
you-
hub, and I'm like, well, that's
no.
going to be what it is. So
This is just been
I don't know what to tell you.
Attack Mikey time. This is not fun. I'm not having
Now
fun.
you're playing the victim. We have evidence on tape
Nope.
of what you
No.
just said.
Tape can be fabricated. Pictures
That is
cannot.
false.
Give me fabricate pictures. Oh my God.
Lies.
He knows I do this for the living, right? So I can
You know, I hope
edit
you
as
don't
much
do
as
it
I
for the
want.
dead. That'd be weird.
Well, I've had a
With
good
that being
time.
said,
and I'm hoping that you all enjoyed this episode. But again, tune in next week as we'll cover the weekend. And yep.
let you back in.
Clickbait the ever-living shit out of this by saying we attacked Mikey. Just
That's what it's
something
gonna
like
be.
that. Redhead gets his ass beat live on podcast. Something like that.
Redhead gets light up like hair.
Yes, something.
Absolutely.
I will do it.
Absolutely.
Old Dominion.
Fuck.
Yeah.